great way to start a session.
So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our adventures here in Ilhern. We're going to go with a very quick roll call to assure that everyone is ready for what is just about to happen. While I remind myself that since I'm not on Firefox, that things are just slightly off skew. So let me inch that over. There we go. There we go. That's better. Bella.
Right by you. Wait, Bella's not here.
Technically is. I was also
She's here.
I haven't renamed the source on OBS. That's what I read off when I do my
Oh,
That's the same reason I said vigilant way back when. But Ridra,
hello.
Riley,
Not present?
Joe,
Oh yeah, I'm here.
Ideal,
He's over there. You should go over there and look for him.
Ree,
Re-
and
I can
Union.
say that now.
I'm Union.
By the way, Union, we need to get you back up where you belong.
Yeah, in the land of the not dead.
Since someone spent a small fortune to get you
You're
I
welcome
paid them.
for that money.
No, you did not. I paid them.
Well,
Excuse
got
you,
you
I
the job.
paid them.
In a roundabout way, yes, you paid for them. Ami.
Like, hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Look,
Hi.
luckily we had the funds to get Union back.
You're
Yes.
welcome.
For now.
Wait, why are you moving Elkfist?
Until I send Orson after him.
Because Elphys is still technically capable of going back.
Oh my god.
But
How
Yeah,
much? How much is it going to cost for us to bring Enigma back?
Way too
Really?
much.
He's a good boy.
I am
Wow,
not spending
are we
1,200
not
additional
discussing?
gold
Okay,
on
we're not
the
discussing that
displacer
situation.
beasts.
Just for the emotional impact, I'm going to put that right in the middle of the screen. There we go.
There we go.
Oh,
Like,
best boy.
we're not gonna discuss someone being okay. I'm gonna sit over here and just look at my note right now.
What? He's a good boy.
The dude that's like saving your life over and over just got stabbed in the back and is like probably about
Meanwhile.
to die, and you're like, how can we bring Enigma back?
So
He's a
he
good
doesn't
kid.
know, but he doesn't know that in character.
Yeah.
He's avoiding metagame.
Yeah.
I know, but
So where we last
Enigma.
left
I'm
off,
talking out of character.
our lovely adventures here. You succeeded. As a party, succeeded, stopping the ritual of whatever intent and whatever purpose its fruition would have seen by killing and removing a key component, one of the casters helming the corrupted high magic ritual. Ideal and Joseph struck mighty blow, while Ree unfortunately was not of the right presence of mind, though quite willing to aid. The following day saw the party meet up with the army of adventurers who have begun and cleared their way in to the enemy encampment, felled two oddly placed ice devils
Weird.
who reported slew one of the Mossbeards.
All right, I feel bad about that one.
Former allies that had assisted you and one of Ree's mentors. A bit of touch and go emotionally. Some funds were paid to the adventuring clerics when they arrived for the resurrection of the fallen Union and Riley. Union needing a little bit more extra care as his heart had been quite heavily damaged in the battle, the actual physical heart. not just his emotional attachment to Lathandar. We pick up at the moment as Ideal, acting on request of Union, to go and see that Orson's body was being dealt with in the same kind, being tossed into the slowly diminishing wall of fire conjured up by Madame Bellatrix.
Just all me.
Lady.
Only to find no one had reported seeing such a body as described, and quickly running back to the scene of the final battle, where friends and enemies alike had fallen. We pick up with that sickening pain, Ideal.
Okay.
Oddly, a little too familiar.
Yeah.
With recent events, you've been getting shanked quite a bit lately.
Not just on this character.
Not might I suggest a different life path than getting shanked on a daily basis.
That's the attempt.
Where a sizable amount of damage was sustained. Fortunately, vital organs missed, and instant death not knocking at the door. We dive straight into initiative. Kindly roll.
That might not. That might be my death.
Okay. Union. Would you
Yes.
do me the pleasure of rolling 1d20? I won't tell you the modifier.
Come on, give me one of my combat rolls. Yes.
Ideal.
Yes.
He goes first.
Damn it.
And what would a good villain be if not taking his first turn to monologue?
You sly dog.
Oh no, his modifier is just enough.
He's just monologuing this
But
turn.
like get to monologue. Wonderful.
It's actually one of his special abilities.
It is. One action monologue. I've got it written right here. Years I have slaughtered from coast to coast, little devil. Do you think you've truly stopped me? Oh, I will enjoy devouring your flesh. And draws the blade out through your back, which not very comfortable.
No.
But that was far more than his 5 words, and as stated, is his action.
Okay.
If you didn't know, he's literally right behind you.
I'm aware.
Okay.
Thank you.
Making sure you mechanically know positioning here.
Yeah. Trust me. I have been thinking about this all week. Okay. How far am I from any backup?
The last time you saw someone was about 10 minutes ago over by the fire. This particular street had already been cleared. Most of the tents themselves have been knocked over to avoid them being used as hiding positions.
Well, crap.
It'd be a jaunt.
Well, first things first. Healing word, 3rd level.
What do you say?
Yeah, but we stopped you this time. I'll take that. That's not bad.
They over here like, yeah, I got a long rest. I got a long rest.
And then action. Disengage. And then sprint.
He has Sentinel.
I was hoping he didn't.
Ridra, dear.
Yeah.
Would you be
Is
so
Ridra.
kind to roll me a d20? For the record, I will not be throwing any dice in this fight, Ideal.
Fair.
Ha, your blood is on our hands.
See, what is your current AC, sir?
15.
Okay.
Yeah, that hits. It hits.
Riley, would you be so kind to roll 1d8 plus 1d4 plus 5? You're still up?
Yep.
Wow, that's not bad.
I will note the 1d4 was necrotic damage, which you have no resistance to. You are hit, which means your movement drops to 0.
Yes. Okay.
As
So
he
that was
snags you in the back of the leg.
okay. That's plan 1 done.
Run like a bitch. .exe.
Yeah, that was the first plan. That's not the only version of that plan.
All right. So that is. You
Uh,
still
but
have a movement. That was your
it's just
action. You
0.
have 0 movement now.
Yeah.
Well, as we are going down the list here, Joe, would you please swing for Orson's first attack on his turn?
D20.
D20. As he yells down at this large half-orc form hollowing in your face.
By the way, I am
This
screaming
attempt.
loudly.
Screaming loudly, duly noted. An 8. With a 15 AC. Just barely misses. Would you please roll Orson's second attack? As a large
Okay.
cloud of dirt from the large blade slams and flies up, speckled with your previous viscera still clinging to his blade.
Just a d20.
Just a d20.
I'm sorry.
Which means Union gets to roll the damage.
I roll really well, okay?
1d8 plus 1d4 plus 5.
28.
Why do y'all roll fancy and I'm over here?
Yelling at this point, this was but a setback.
Okay, so 6, 11.
It's your turn.
Okay.
I think you're so conscious. Just
Yeah.
barely so.
Okay. Second attempt at runaway.exe. I'm gonna swing my scimitar at him. My new +1. That's a miss.
He doesn't even bat it away. It connects with his armor, and you realize, man, this is really good fucking armor. Probably should have stripped him.
Yeah, probably. Okay. If I don't do this, I'm gonna go down. 3rd level healing word. It's my bonus action.
All right.
And yeah, no, I can't take the risk. Still yelling. More like, Orson's alive. He's in the camp. He's killing me. Help! Help! Help!
All right. Well, he doesn't really much like you being up on your feet, so his first attack out of his 2 is going to be a shove action. Ridger, if you do me the favor.
So, is that against my AC or?
This is the shove attack, which I believe you do get to try and counter.
Acrobatics or athletics?
Let me double check shove here. It almost never comes up.
Yeah, I know.
And apparently it's not in the SRD anymore. I tested this before.
Contested by the target strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics.
Alright, by all means. Just rolled a 19 against you.
Well, bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
As you are
Redra, I don't
shoved to
like
the
your
ground,
rolls.
he will
I'm
draw the
bloodthirsty.
blade,
I'm sorry.
hand on the pommel. Riley, if you'd be so kind, to roll with advantage a d20. Jesus fucking Christ, cat.
Wow.
Oh.
What? Why? What? I was joking. Well, Joe, this might, hey, might not kill you.
No, but it will probably take me down.
2d8, 2d4 plus 5.
2d8
Oh, wait.
plus 2d4
It's
I gotta double check brutal critical
plus
here real
5.
quick.
That's an extra weapon die.
So another d8.
3d8 plus 2d4 plus 5.
3d8, 2d4.
Yeah, 3d8, 2d4
Yep,
plus 5.
5.
Yeah, I'm down.
We all
26.
thought he was a fighter.
I had no idea what he was.
I've never seen the guy in my life.
Yes, you did.
I don't think I did.
Yeah, you saw him right before you
Right
ran
before
away.
you ran like a bitch.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, you did see
I don't
him.
remember.
Okay. Ideal, suffice it to say, you could crit your death save.
Yeah.
Let's see if you do.
Nope. Bye, everybody.
Riley and Union, please give me a d20 each, because he still has to beat your armor.
Yeah. And I'm down.
I meant but yeah, no, still down.
Oh wait, on roll.
Stab.
Ideal, give me the 1d2. On a green, you get to use Ree's number.
No,
Oh.
I blame you, Union.
Look,
This whole mission was Union killing people.
Union killing people. You all came with me. I knew this was a suicide mission. I knew this was a bad idea.
I didn't choose to go with you.
I didn't choose.
I mean, Nami did.
Oh, let me
Oh yeah, Nami was in it for the money.
go ahead and take that one off. Put this one on
Wow.
again. As you pan back to the camp, it's been hours since Union has laid back down to rest, since Riley has made his departure. Hours since Ideal went off to casually go and check. Just a quick inquiry, and no one's heard hide nor hair of him. The late afternoon turns into evening. Still nothing.
At this point, Union would have gone up and are the gnomes still with us?
You would just now be waking back up because if you recall, they made you go back to sleep.
That's right. Okay.
But you must wake up, get your medicine, eat your dinner, all that. They try to rouse Joe for the same, but he's a tough cookie to crack. So you would rouse to find Ridra there, Rhea is there. The gnomes are present, bickering about some anomalous thing. whether or not trolls have a second heart.
Of course they do.
Barrel Lizard, have either of you seen Ideal?
I have
She's
a
not
name.
back yet. Yes, Barrel Lizard.
Barrel lizard.
No, I was taking care of. Wait, do I know
I
the child's name actually?
It's been mentioned a few times too. You would know it's
Okay,
her name is Bella.
I asked that you go look for Orson's body, but that was Union sort of peeks out and looks at the darkening sky. That was quite some time ago.
I don't know.
Oh
Probably
no!
not.
Well,
It's
the
just
sky is still red. It is slowly shifting to faint pinks and clearing.
maybe he ran away.
I do not think Ideal would do that.
He probably got lost or is doing bard things. I can go look for him if you want me to.
Who
But
will
you
watch
still
the
need to
child?
find a babysitter.
Now Alfred's like, I've been doing it for the last two. I've lost count days.
I can watch the baby.
Ray's gonna turn to Alfred and offer baby, explain how to properly sit on baby for the millie.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes, yes.
I
Actually,
Flapper moment.
if we're going back into town, I'll go too.
Was he going? Where was the fight? I swear I can't remember a thing.
He was going to the fire, is what you were told, where the bodies are being disposed of.
I know it is.
Oh. Do you?
Yeah.
Alright, come on. Could
Plus,
use
I
the
can
extra
move the
eye.
empty buildings.
am I have recovered
You
his
need to
union. Is
sit
he
in bed.
still?
It
You're
doesn't
recovered
matter.
enough that they let you get up and walk around, but they're not letting you go very far from the tent.
Marie won't let you
Your
around.
Barrel
breathing
Lizard,
your breathing
distract
is
the
strained.
gnomes.
I have a name.
What is your name, Barrel Lizard?
My name is Ridra.
Ridra. That is good to know.
Yep. I'm not going to distract him, though. And I just walk out the tent.
Damn
They're
you,
also
Barrel.
staring right at you when you said that. Your paladin subtlety.
Union turns to them. Lathander, bless you. And then goes back to bed.
Thandar, don't bless you.
They shake their head. Fucking adventurers. It does not take but about 20 minutes to get from where you're staying up to the fire, where you can see they are still tossing in the remains of bodies. You hear distant over about where the command tent was. Someone reading off akin to charges to criminals. Um, as you approach, there is a half elf that seems to be helming the disposal of the damned. That waves at you.
Hi, we're looking for an angry tiefling.
Fresh out of angry tieflings.
He might not actually be angry.
He looks pretty angry at all times, though. I think he's purple.
He's purple.
Purple.
Would be looking for the body of Orson.
Name don't ring a bell. We had a purplish blue fella, goatish horns.
That
Yep,
sounds
that
right.
one.
Yeah, he came by about early afternoon or so. Asking if we had tossed somebody or other in, and he had a pretty good description. Quite a way with words, that gentleman. I think he gestures off to where Ridra you recall your battle taking place. And Reed's like, there's that vague familiarity. Like, I swear I've been over there before. But 1 intelligence.
Okay, I'll lead the way.
This is going to take a long time walking.
Looking for houses that are worth looting.
You're not, for the record, in a town, Ridra. You're in an encampment.
Looking for camps worth looting.
Give me an investigation roll as you are passing piles of bodies of commoners who are fighting with pitchforks. Okay, you find a
No, it
really,
might be a magical
really cool
pitchfork.
pitchfork.
Oh my god, it's too big for me to carry.
It's a really cool pitchfork.
I'm gonna drag it behind me. Oh, I have rope. I'll tie it to my bag.
Okay.
Ridra, stash it somewhere. We will come back for it.
No,
No one's
this
going
is
to steal
mine.
your pitchfork.
The adventurers disposing of the bodies stop and look at you and just shrug. You know, far as they know, you were you participated in the fight. Yeah, you're welcome to a pitchfork.
Yay.
But
If it slows you down, I'm chucking it as far as you could.
That would be very helpful.
Like,
10 minutes later, as you wind your way through the destruction, you come upon Ridger, where you recall Orson fell, as well as your two brief companions, Union and Riley. And there, with a scimitar stuck into the ground, sits a head. A fairly grisly scene.
Just the head?
Just the head.
Oh no.
is it a horned head?
And I'm guessing it's probably Ideal's head.
As you approach there in the twilight, you have dark vision, so it takes a moment to gather the details of just a head. There are spells that will fix that. Not on your budget.
I don't know. We still have a lot of gold.
But as you approach, it is not his fancy new scimitar, as a note.
Son of a bitch.
But it has the scimitar running through his head and impaling it to the ground. And you get close enough. There's the brief hit of moonlight. You see the words. Well, I believe that would be considered infernal. A word scrawled across his head, and that same cultish mark that you saw on many of the commoners' foreheads as you were walking about,
Is
branded
it
onto his forehead.
is the writing like written in blood or is it like scratched in?
Oh, it's etched.
Okay.
Like, yeah, whoever did this was pissed.
One
Can I
out
do
of
like an investigation check, like around the area to see like
If you're looking around the area, it's perception.
perception? Okay. Yeah.
Investigation is hands-on. Perception is general awareness.
Okay. I want to do perception.
and I'm gonna take the head and put it in the empty bag.
Okay, so you have to pull the sword out of the ground and slide it out of the head.
You are not
gee.
stealing the head.
I am taking it to his friend. I'm not that shitty of a kobold, okay?
There is very obvious drag marks. A brief and very bloody scuffle happened right here where you stand. In fact, you look down and realize you are standing in a pool of blood, mottled up with dirt and the general grime of the camp. But a body's worth of drag marks leads out west.
He took his body. So I think we take this back to his friends. We try and figure out what to do with it there, and we get out of here. Because I don't want to risk whatever killed him being here still. He fights better than me.
Boo.
Ah!
Just take y'all out one by one.
Yeah, bags in the head so no one can see it.
Okay.
Heads in the bag so no one can see
I imagine you just like shove a bag of holding into his mouth. There.
I mean, it would be a really interesting purse.
it. Yeah.
Just stick your hand in
Like
his
pull
mouth every.
coins out of his nose.
Yeah. Just oh god.
Are you
But
done
anyhow,
looking around, Mystery? Because I think we should go.
but otherwise, Ree, you see nothing of. Mason,
Fuck,
right?
I'm going west. Damn it. Sorry.
All right. You just take off flying without her.
No, I'm gonna look to Ridra, go say, run as fast as those little tiny legs can carry you back to the camp. Tell them what you found, show them, then proceed to tell them that I am following these drag marks.
I don't know if that's a good idea if you do a lot.
Ideal saved many lives.
Yeah, and throwing your life away isn't going to
Deserves
help.
at least a proper burial ritual, whatever.
Yeah, but it's
I
not going
can
to.
fly.
I saw this guy teleport behind people and stabbed him through the chest.
I can.
I forgot that was your perspective of things.
I'm not going to rule out that he can fly. So let's go back. We'll all go together.
Well, I bet you I can fly better because I have wings, and then I'm going to fly.
Oh,
For note, I'm staying 30 feet off, 20 feet off.
Okay.
Make it 25, actually. 25. And I'm going to try to be
follow
like
the drag marks.
stealthy, though. Like, I don't know how stealthy flying works, but I would like to try to be stealthy.
A medium creature trying. So are you attempting to be more cautious or more aware of the trail you're following?
Ooh.
Also, Ridger, I'm assuming you.
More aware, I believe I would be, than caught, but not by like a ton.
So following tracks out in the open wilderness like this is actually survival.
All right. Where is?
And Ridger, full on sprint. Okay. We'll get back to that in just a moment. It is just under an hour, Union, before the tent flap comes ripping open and a tiny, panting barrel lizard is now presented before you, and with a pitchfork strapped to her back.
it's just getting dragged behind me.
Because
Hello.
priorities.
We have problems. We have really big
Where-
problems. This is I pull out ideals.
Union gasps and like falls and has to sort of steady himself on the bed. What by old little thunder blessed is that?
This is
What
ideal.
did you do?
I didn't do it. We found it. Reed took off looking for the body.
I need a Constitution check from, or excuse me, a save from you, Union. Did I mention your
Okay.
heart's not doing so good right now?
Oh Jesus. Oh Lathander. Okay.
Duly noted.
Good catch.
We found the trail from the body that went out west. I can't read what's on there. That's the cult symbol.
But she's dead.
Union. Shaitan is etched into his forehead.
Right. But he's dead.
He was alive enough to kill him again. So apparently not.
and oh, okay, good to know. Good to know. What?
And Ree took off flying. I think that's a bad idea. I think she's gonna get killed.
I concur.
She wouldn't listen to me.
It comes with being a kobold, I expect.
I'm used to it. That's not time for Joe.
Okay. Ideal. You just sort of rubs his forehead. Still clearly not processing all this very well. Okay, Ridra, put that away. I am going to attempt to wake Joseph.
I will stuff it back in the bag.
I go over and shake Joe.
No effect.
I check him for breathing.
He is breathing. He's breathing a very steady, rhythmic pace of deep, deep slumber.
Okay. Are the clerics still here?
I'm sorry, I just
They are still
imagine.
present. Yes.
I just
Oh, so they
imagine
saw.
Ridra holding up the head.
Yeah, they're
Fix
just
this.
like.
What can you do?
Excuse me.
What is it? I point at Ridra. But I mean, not the kobold. What the kobold has.
Afraid we work with a little more parts. I mean,
Do they need to be his?
Jesus, dude.
Yes.
I mean,
Lathander, bless you, child. But yes, unfortunately, we need his body intact, which decapitation counts as not intact. I mean, hell, you're barely standing with your mangled vessels.
I'm gonna toss the bag to Union,
note, there was a scimitar through his head.
and I'm gonna take off out the tent towards where I think Ree was.
No, Ridra. Ewan's like trailing the bag, and like just sort of. I don't know what to do. He always was the one that had a plan. He took care of it. I don't know what to do.
Now he gets the recognition.
Look, we were too busy giving him shit when he was alive.
Wow.
Union is gonna turn to the cleric and say, if we get the body, can you could bring him back?
Again, decapitation kind of voids that spell.
Can we stitch?
My child, you misunderstand me.
Please.
The spell doesn't work that way.
Then what can we do?
If we can get him to a proper high priest, but
Where?
I'm afraid I don't know. Most of the temples in Ensland and such are run by folks like us.
Can you preserve the body or something to stop deeper competition, to give us more time? Damn it, we need time.
I'm sorry, but one, for the sake of your own, still very tender flesh, please, we need you to, physically at least, try and calm yourself. How ask around, but this is beyond our powers. Head in the bag is not exactly resurrection material. I wish I could help you.
Every piece, just go, please. Ask around every piece of gold I have if they know of someone that can get him back. And Yin's just gonna sort of slump to the ground, his shoulders shaking a bit.
Meanwhile, Ree, fortunately for you, being of owl-esque variety, tracking by night seems to have very little bearing of difficulty. At some point, it ceases being drag marks, but you can see very heavy footfalls. Possibly someone armored. Uh, you're not sure how long, time-wise, you follow the trail before it shifts into the rockier terrain, nearing one of the hills. There, you are witness to. Oh, it looks to be someone trying to start up a little fire. A half work of vague recognition to you. Almost as if the memory snakes through your mind.
Is it just rocky? Is it more mountainous, bouldery?
It's light hills.
What's at his camp?
Right now, it's twigs and smoke of a fire being birthed.
Do I see Ideal's body?
Not passively.
I want to specifically look for it.
Okay. Perception. You will have to get fairly close.
How close?
Do you have dark vision?
I had these things written down and now I don't remember. Hold on.
Erica don't.
They don't? Okay, then.
Okay. Then it's to avoid disadvantage, you basically have to get in right next to him to really get a good look, as not a whole lot of light going on right now.
Shit.
You could attempt at a disadvantage.
I'll attempt at a disadvantage without getting close.
Okay, 19. You see a lump, best you can guess, possibly a body, wrapped up in canvas, perhaps cut off from one of the tents that had been knocked over. And as you hover there on the wind, you could hear what sounds like prayer. Prayer for vengeance.
Do I recognize the language?
It's in common.
I want to try to listen harder to the prayer to see if I can hear like the whole, all of it.
Okay. Give me a stealth check, please.
Not very stealthy at the moment.
As you list on the winds, the fire catches and unfortunately smokes right in your face, more or less. And you were a little distracted. A quick cough reveals your presence. Halfort turns, reaches for a hand axe. Do you stay to fight or run away? Or something creative?
Oh, we're ballsy today. How much time do I have? 5 words?
You get 5 words if you're going into initiative.
If I'm not going into initiative.
I mean, you can talk.
Wait. I want the body. I can bargain.
Okay. Incoming hand axe.
I
Ha!
figured that's what it was gonna.
As it slams into your clavicle. Please give me acrobatics to stay afloat.
He took all my good rolls.
As you take 3 points of damage, you go crashing to the ground for the whopping one. Oh, you were 25 feet up, so you made 2d6. 4 damage on top, so 7 total damage. And please kindly roll for initiative, as you're being charged by a half-orc in full plate armor.
Can it be my turn now?
Yes, I do.
I tried.
Closing the distance. Joe, would you kindly roll me his first attack? At advantage, as she is prone from her fall. I was joking, by the way, when I said I was going to take you all out one by one, but
But if we
I
keep
mean-
offering ourselves up to him,
Don't worry about me.
all right, Riley, if you'd be so kind, 1d8, 1d4, and plus 5. For 16 points of damage, right? Ree?
Yep.
The triple R's are getting to me if you can't tell. I almost called you Ridra again.
Oh,
Yeah, 16 damage, Ridra.
bleh.
Rigid like tripped on a stick back in camp.
All right. So that's his first attack. Ridra, would you so kindly roll the next attack? Ah, it misses. Oh, wait.
Advantage.
She's prone. Union would
Yup.
be so kind to roll damage for me.
1d8.
I blame Union.
I tried to tell you not to go.
I'm a bird. I can fly.
And so you did. Until you didn't.
That didn't work.
but
Someday
13.
I'll learn how Roll20 works.
You put the bracket 1d8 plus 1d6 plus 5 close
4
close.
D4.
That.
We do not need to make this worse.
Oh, I see what I was doing wrong. Okay.
I mean, he hasn't raged yet.
Well, if we keep going in one by one, he won't need to.
So that's math is hard. Brain do
13.
yeah, thank you. So
Already got it.
29 damage for his turn, and you're up.
Hold on, did I do that? Yeah, I did that right. Oh, dear lords. All right, he is right above me. I want to stand up. And is that action or is that just move?
It takes half your movement.
Okay, I'm okay with that. Oh, why do things hurt so much?
Did you think about Ridger's feeling when she comes up and finds your head impaled on?
No, I really did.
Then he has to find, since you don't have a blade, he has to find something to impale you on.
Oh, he has a scimitar, apparently.
Yeah, he's using that.
I don't care. He shouldn't. He's a jerk.
It's pretty.
I know it is. Why do you think I paid so much for it?
Yeah, we're going to.
Oh, that's right. So that should actually be +6 now. Re-attempts a Thunder Wave.
Well, if it's a scimitar, it should do d6 damage.
I'm talking about his. I got another macro that I've cooked
Ah.
up. Let's see who did the damage. Ideal. Would you kindly roll a d20 for his con save? The Barbarian. Versus save DC 15, he just barely fails. Times you want Ideal rolling for you.
Yeah.
I know.
Trust me, it's great with me. It's the DM. Players just raffle stomp over everything.
He's pushed 10 feet away from you.
And oh, am I going to be a horrible human being and actually try this, or am I going to actually be smart? And I should really run. I should really run. I should
Gonna do?
really. Why do I hate myself so much?
How bad do you want to roll up your next character?
See, I have a really great idea. And I like making characters.
We're turning her into one of us very quickly.
Yeah.
Reading.
You've only got your bonus action and half movement left.
I know. I'm gonna move 30 feet away from him in a diagonal to where I'm in the air again.
Okay.
Up and away from him. Well, I think flying's a good idea. I don't know. I just wanted to talk.
He's not much of a talker, we've noticed.
He cut off our friend's head and carved Shaitan into its forehead.
I'm trying to channel my inner ideal, okay?
He monologued. Well, he is going to go pick up his hand axe and throw it at you. Which I believe, let's see, Ideal rolled last, so Joe, if you'd be so kind.
Attack roll.
Yes, please.
Advantage.
No, she's in the air.
All right.
She has gotten up. I will note you did not get 30 feet. You were half movement already.
Okay, so 15.
No, Eric hackers have higher fly speed than that.
Yes, but
Uh,
it still counts as being at half when she starts.
Yeah,
attack mode,
yeah, but I think it's closer to 25.
which would be not 30.
Yep.
As she gets hit again with a hand axe.
what roll was it again?
Acrobatics.
I really don't learn.
There you go.
Hey,
I still didn't learn.
Riley, 1d6 plus 1d4 plus 4 for me, please. And it's your turn, as he only has the one hand axe to throw at you.
That's nice, at least. Let me calculate that.
Meanwhile, we pan over to Pitchfork Barrel Lizard, just sprinting her little heart out.
I'm so far away.
are you still dragging the pitchfork?
Yes,
It's a really nice pitchfork.
it's fancy.
Um, I'm gonna do this and then run my ass away.
Lightning damage. Duly noted. That would be... Redra, could you give me the dexterity save for him, please?
Oh,
Okay.
now you roll low.
Yeah.
Now you roll.
I don't want to bring back another head.
All right. And you said you're going to attempt to run away?
Well, fly. Yeah.
Full speed back the way you came?
Yeah. Evasive maneuvers just in case he throws a fucking axe at me again because I was hurt.
Okay. He will not be picking up his axe. As you begin to run, you hear a bellowing shout. And he charges.
Uh-oh.
So there's one downside of everyone sitting and doing the how fast can we get a character to go? Meet Orson, the barbarian,
Oh no!
as he casts off his cast off armor
Oh
and
no!
rages.
Yeah.
So he's keeping up with you.
Can I, like, fire things at him as he's...
Certainly. It would be your turn. He double dashed, by the way, so he actually gets ahead of you.
Okay. Where are my notes first off?
It looks like he's about to jump.
Oh, fun. Oh, it's either one or the other. Is he wearing armor?
He was.
Now or no? Yeah, no, he's not. Okay, that would have been smart to do that earlier. That's not smart to do. That's not smart to do. Underneath his... Can I burn a... Is burning a spell slot to heal an action or bonus?
You don't get
That's
to do
only in
that.
wild.
Oh, I don't...
You have to
I'm
shape
not a wild
first.
one. Right.
And you can't
And
do
I'm
that
not...
the same turn that you shift. And it wouldn't serve any purpose to do so.
Just... We're... Alright, so we're fly sprinting, correct? like back towards the camp in motion.
Okay, so you're not attacking him.
I am.
Okay.
Do
so
I have to
you
stop,
won't,
or can
won't
I
be able to
keep?
dash.
I won't dash, no. But
So what are you attacking him with?
why did it not work? Where'd it go? Hold on. D&D. That erupting earth. Oh wait, that's not right. No, not that. I'm not doing that. That's not what I'm doing. No, what? That's not right. That's right. There you
Erupting Earth.
did twice. Why did you twice? And I want to do it to where, as he's taking a step, he hits the edge of it, like edge-ish, to where but like ahead of him is kind of like messed up too.
Okay. Idea, would you kindly roll that dex save at advantage?
Oh god. Ideal.
But hey, the area is still difficult terrain.
Yeah. And up. Fly up as much as I can.
So you're no longer proceeding forward. You're flying up.
Yeah, right now, up. For this moment, up. I'm hoping he can't see me eventually.
Okay. As you fly out of range where you can't see him.
I'm okay with that
He's
at
about,
this moment.
they're about a speck below.
I'm okay with that at this moment.
Union, would you kindly roll 2d20? Key 2d20 KL1.
Okay.
As a giant hunk of stone comes flying up at you, Ree.
Ooh. That's far.
He's angry.
I know.
Well, we're lucky he's keeping the lower one because he crit.
So you get hit by a rock from. Is it bad to be rude for Orson? He stole my heart.
Same.
How much does that hurt?
He's a very simple character. Fortunately, he doesn't get his bonus necrotic damage.
How much does that hurt?
That'd be his full strength plus rage damage. Ideal, would you kindly roll me his Tavern Brawler of 1d4?
It's 1d4.
Be 1d4 plus his rage damage. I'll do the math after. I'm
Plus
still adding.
strength.
Would be base 3. I'm trying not to reveal stats by doing this.
Yeah. You could just whisper to it.
Well, they're gonna see it either way. Total of plus 7.
Okay, so 8. Ooh.
That's how much it hurt? It was 8?
Yes.
I had exactly 8 hit points.
That means you fall unconscious
Mhm.
to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Take
no.
damage.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ridra.
Fuck.
Relands on you.
No.
I'm hoping I land on Orson.
Oh
Not
no,
the
you
heavy.
land, you take damage. Those are
I
auto death
know.
saves. Failed.
I know.
He'd
I'm
be
just
more than
hoping I
happy for you to
on
land on him.
I know.
Make things easier for him.
I know, but I kind of just want it to be a big fuck you. God damn it! I should. Oh, I hate myself for not doing that. That's okay. We.
I told you.
Shut up.
Hold up. She again, same thing with Ideal. She might crit her save. and get up at 1 HP. Because that was his turn.
Is it? Do I
Now
roll the one?
Oh
d20?
no,
No.
that was only one attack. See, who rolled that last one?
Ideal.
No, Ideal rolled the damage. So, Ideal Joe.
Joe's up.
1d20, or excuse me, 2d20 and keep one, as it is at advantage against a prone creature. I don't know why it always ends up being you when the target is prone.
2d20. Keep one. Okay, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So, Ridra,
Yeah.
you arrive 30 minutes behind. The flight is an amazing thing. You get to avoid obstacles, make a beeline. Fortunately, there was a pretty messy trail to follow, and you are the smartest kobold.
I am the smartest.
So you arrive alone again to yet another head. This time sitting on top of a boulder.
Want to use another one of his blades?
He improvised.
I'm kind of
gonna-
mad it's not the scimitar. Like, oh look,
It would have been. It would have been polite.
I mean,
So
there
He's
is a
cutting
rock
your head off.
bashed into her head.
Don't
I
worry.
am
not
going
pretty.
to before I get close to him, I'm going to make sure no one's around.
Just body slams into you. Like, why won't y'all stop coming one at a time?
Not
Did
risking
he
that.
write that out in blood this time?
No,
He just starts beating Ridra with
beating her
Ree's
with a
body.
rock. Like, stop it!
I want you all at once to
I'm
make
a
this
boss
interesting.
encounter.
How many of you fuckers do I need to kill?
The party became heroes only to proceed off a cliff. Just the limbing effect. It's great.
Here's my perception just to be
Okay.
kind of.
You cautiously inch forward and confirm that it is indeed Ree's. Decapitated is a hard word to use. It looks more like it was bludgeoned off of her body
Oh my god.
by someone very angry.
This dude's gonna have like a Native American headdress next time y'all see.
Oh god.
But didn't carve anything into it.
Almost like he was really angry.
I'm gonna pull out another bag.
This is why you
I
carry
never
sack.
got to use my bag of tricks. No, I wanted to use
Just
one.
throw a fucking rhino at him.
That would have confused
it would have been useful.
I'm gonna stuff Ree's head in the new bag. I'm going back. I'm not doing this to.
Go ahead and put that one down there.
I'm a small little kobold. I can't win a fight like that.
Wait, does this mean I take the lead?
You're ahead.
Ah,
I've already
Yes.
made that joke. I'm sorry. Beat you to it.
So, can I pause you guys for a second? Because I need to tell Ideal I was going to do this because now it's not going to work. But I want to tell or not Ideal, Union. So I chose Gray Bag of Tricks, and I said
Yeah.
every single thing that comes out is going to be a female. And at some point, when Elkfist popped out and was pissed at you, I was going to drop out a giant female elk for him.
Oh my god. Oh my god, poor Elvis.
Well, anyhow, it is the early morning when you finally return, Ridra. Union, you have still not been allowed to go much further than the tent, and it is actually physically painful for you to try and exert yourself. Um,
Union has been like getting up, pacing around, and then just like grabbing his chest in pain and sitting back down over and over again.
Immediately getting berated by your
Yeah.
medical professionals. Like, we fucking told you to stop doing that.
Union just like does that look at this fucking bag gesture and keeps doing it.
But it's about 2 a.m. when, once again, the tent flap comes flying open.
Regia probably covered in blood by this point. Dug into 2 blood piles to pick up heads,
At least my head's lighter.
and I'm just gonna hold out the bag.
What, Ridger? What is that?
One of your friends work, and I'll just upend the bag.
Oh god! Oh, by the hand, that's holy balls!
The younger
Union
cleric
sort of
actually
scrabbles.
vomits.
What are you doing? Those are heads. Some respect. You didn't need to. I would have taken your word for it. Oh god. So our cleric has left. Ideal and we are dead, and Joseph is in a coma.
It's
You'll have to forgive me. I'm really tired. I'm going to bed. It's been a long day.
Enan just sort of stares.
Riley's over here like, I am out. I am done.
Raleigh's just like in a field somewhere, like picking flowers. Like, oh, yep.
This
I
is
have made a
beautiful.
good decision.
This is best
Yep.
choice of my life.
And I'm gonna leave the tent and go try and take a.
There's a wash barrel of all things.
Oh, wonderful! I'm climbing in it. It's my nap place.
You are not allowed to climb in it by the adventurers nearby. It is for washing and only washing.
Ridger, you're not helping the whole barrel lizard thing.
It's been a long day. I had to bring back the severed heads of 2 of my friends. At least let me dunk in it.
Your that brutish half-orc friend, which I'm sure is just doing great for your psychology at the moment, the roguish one, picks you up by the scruff and dunks you in a few times and sets you down.
Thank you. I'm gonna go find a place to sleep, preferably a cold rock.
You find a rock that is oddly the same size as the one you found just hours before.
Oh my god.
Yep, ruining rocks for you, Ridra.
I'm looking. I want to go look for a bigger rock.
Okay, you find one that is exactly about 1 inch bigger.
Good enough. I'm sleeping on it.
Morning comes with Joe being the first one awake.
Oh, geez, poor Joe.
Oh geez, what the
Well,
heck?
Joe, you've had your fitful, physically restful, but otherwise fitful night. And you come to first staring up at the top of a canvas, oiled canvas tent. There's some softness underneath you, a makeshift bed of some sort, and you can hear soft back and forth mutterings, 2 older voices. That as you roll forward, you see the two gnomes, the clerics.
The heads would be in bags. Union would have put them in bags.
He would put it back in the bag.
Yeah, he's not just gonna like go to.
you're not just gonna stump him down in front of Joe.
They're just sitting right there on spikes. Shit.
Like
As of
swears
right
an
now,
oath of vengeance.
nothing seems out of place. You look over, Union is fallen into another fitful rest.
In the fetal position.
Morning there. And that's when your head lolls back and you see there's the two orcs just standing there with their arms crossed, staring down at you. Well, blindfolded, but staring in your general direction.
Blindfolded but staring at me.
Yeah, their heads are
Gotcha.
in your direction.
Right. So I'm the only one awake, and it's just me, the two orcs, and the gnomes that are awake.
Awake inside the tent, correct?
Okay. First, I'm going to look up the two orcs, and in primordial, because that's what they understood last time. Ask them if I am their prisoner, and why do they have the body of Ideal here? Not Ideal, Union.
One of them looks confused. He's like, "Come on, what?" Doing the very obvious, like, "All right, what did he say? What did he say?" Seems to get a little excited. In primordial, you are returned. We are glad that you have awoken, Chief. We feared the worst. With no one else to replace you.
Chief. Okay. Okay. Did we succeed? Did the ritual stop?
It thinks for a moment. It's primordial common, not the best, like hard shift, but nods. You succeeded in your next big battle. Morg and Thorg, happy, picked good chief.
That's your names? Morg and Thorg?
They nod.
Okay, I'm going to write that down. Two named Morg and Thorg. Okay. Well, it's far too early. I need to make a fire. I need to make something to drink. Has anybody seen my bear?
Are you saying this in primordial still or in common?
I'm gonna say that in common to the other guys, because I have this feeling that the orcs don't know where the bear is, but the other guys know what I'm talking.
No.
No.
Glad you're done with whatever that gibberish was. These two are with you, right? They've been kind of assertive.
Assertive? How so?
Wouldn't let us perform a medical check on you to see if you were all right.
I think I'm all right.
The blue one, you see, one of the notes before he was found. I should probably let your friends tell you about that. He had some stuff on you. You realize there's a big old bag of just all of Ideal stuff.
Right.
But Mr. Riley, I think they brought up something about a bear, a mule, something about your old camp.
What?
I mean, that's all we know. We've been in here tending to that one. Points at Union. Who at this point is welcome to make a disadvantage perception check to see if he's aroused by the chatter.
Alrighty.
Okay. You are indeed.
Union sort of
I'm glad to see the
Slowly.
dead union is awake.
Joseph,
Union,
sir.
you're alive.
You're
Uh,
welcome.
Joseph, Union's just sort of, his face has fallen, his horns droop a little bit. I'm Union. Joseph, Ideal and Ree are dead.
They didn't make it back.
I think arson killed them.
You think?
I don't know
I can
how.
see your confusion there because it just occurred to me that he was still alive when you died. No, I'm pretty sure he's dead. Um, and last time I saw Ree, she was dragging your body away.
No, that was Riley.
No, that was Riley. What happened to Ree during that fight? I'm trying to remember the last time I saw Ree.
You left her with the orcs as a snake.
That's right.
Joseph, they are. I don't understand it, but Orson. Ideal went to go look for Orson's body, and Ridra found him.
And
then
Ridra find him.
and then Ree went to go find Orson, and Ridra brought her back too.
Wrong.
Okay, I need some more details here. So
Look for
two of our
yourself.
crew members left the camp, and Ridra brought their heads back.
Union would at this point show the heads, yes.
And yeah, you called it, Ridra.
Like, man, you're not painting a very friendly picture here.
Joseph comes back like, I'm gonna go solve this, and comes back 10 minutes later with Ridra's head. There, we fixed the problem.
Problem solved.
Fix the problem.
Here, a fucking beer.
Please.
Goddamn.
Please.
Ah,
Yes.
prepare.
Only this one's gonna be PvP, cat.
And then Joseph has his orcs kill Union, and he wins. He survived the battle royale.
You act like Joe Scorgan wouldn't hasn't technically done that.
Yes, so Ridra found both of the bodies and returned with them.
With the heads.
Yes.
No, nobody else saw what happened. We're just taking her word for this.
I cannot. I'm recovering, Joseph. I cannot
I will
hardly
say,
leave the
you
tent.
know, Union, Ree and Ridra found Ideal's body.
We didn't come back though. Only Ritter did.
That's
I was
incredible.
trying.
Yeah, according to Ridra, the two.
I was trying, Ridra. I was fucking
Yeah.
trying.
Yes, I never saw Ree, but they both left to find Ideal, and Ridra returned first with Ideal and then with Ree. And she left last night, saying she was going to get some sleep.
I bet.
Murder is pretty exhausting.
You're not help. I would say you're not helping, but you are, and you must.
It is. It is very tiring. So is it just two of us that survived?
Where Raleigh lived but is gone. And Ridra presumably is in camp, yes. But how is Orson alive?
I mean, did anybody alive see him?
He can't. Union shows Ideal's forehead. That's
And
it.
what I forget what's written on his forehead.
It's written in Infernal. So you don't read that.
Oh, it is Shaitan. It is. It was my name in the band.
So
What we
unrelated. Ridge is gonna walk in. Oh, you're awake.
Yes, I'm awake.
That's good. Apparently, no one had seen you sleep before, so that's kind of spooky.
Spooky.
We'll give you lots some privacy, I guess. The clerics step out. We'll be back with breakfast in just a moment.
Cleric's not dealing with this shit.
They don't get paid enough to deal with this.
That
You
one
know what?
stays in bed, pointing at Union.
This is. We'll talk about this a little bit more. I really need to do something first, and I really do need to get my my coffee fixed and ready, because I'm already getting a headache with all this new
Unit
information.
is just sort of staring.
How long have I been asleep?
One day?
I have been in and out myself.
I think it's just been the one day.
Just been the one day. Man, what can happen in one day apparently. All right. Hour passes. Get my stuff ready. Get my drink. That way I'm not suffering. So where do we go from here?
For the record, everywhere you go, the orcs follow.
Oh, I figured that much.
Yeah.
Out of character, I kind of figured that I heard something there. We'll get around to that. The little guys said something about a mule and my bear was at the other camp. We're not back at camp? Where are we?
We are in the ruins of Orson's camp after the adventurers came.
I think we're actually a bit out from that. If I
About
remember
10
correctly.
minutes.
Yeah, as you look out, you can see the firewall's about halfway down now.
Jesus Christ.
I do good work.
It wasn't you, though.
Shut up.
No!
The baby is talking to a ghost.
Oh my god, nobody can talk to Madame Bella.
Oh, that's right. There was a baby too.
Alfred's just
Where's
sitting
the
there like,
child?
Hi?
Hello.
Oh god, Teddy! Theodore.
How we doing?
What?
Teddy Theodore?
The landlord.
Oh,
What?
our landlord. He's gonna be so worried.
I don't remember you.
Oh no, the people that are supposed to show up to help Ree, to be her new friend.
Uh-huh.
And they'll be fine, they're used to it.
Well,
I assume, like, while Joseph is getting his coffee, Union and Ridrider's like, do you know how to take care of a baby?
I do, but I'm not going to.
Alfred's over there currently feeding baby Bella. Waves.
Yeah, take care of baby.
So I will say,
Someone is going to take this from me, right?
I kind of know where the your friend. I know the general area, or direction at least.
Do you know where he is?
I know where he was.
I cannot. How far?
It was pretty darn far.
I'm in no state at the moment to travel.
He's probably going to be gone by the time you are healed up. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think we should chase him. Deal with that later. We don't have the manpower. I'm a little kobold. Okay, I can't take on people who teleport.
That is where you draw the line.
Yes, actually.
I agree, but I would want their bodies.
Okay, you can't go get it. I'm not going alone. And I don't think Joe can do it alone either.
He has a bear.
Wow, you just like to sacrifice all the
How long
mouths,
have the
don't you?
bodies been missing?
A day? Less than a day,
So
12 hours for one, and maybe 18 for the other.
He's got a bear. He can smell him.
Finding them is not the problem.
retrieving the
Well, I
bodies.
don't think Orson is like walking around with Ideal and Ree's headless bodies slung over each shoulder.
Then where's the body?
I literally have not left this tent in 48 hours.
If he didn't take the bodies, why would he leave them headless with no body?
They sent a message.
Okay, then where's the body?
I have
He
not
has
seen
the
where they
body.
died.
He's got like evil undead people. He's probably going to end up like resurrecting them as evil demons.
It's already a demon. Devil.
Incorrect.
Well,
I
devil.
corrected myself. I corrected myself. I corrected myself.
Just immediately pounce on her.
I corrected it immediately. I'm sorry.
He's probably going to resurrect them.
I do
Specifically so he can emotionally hurt you even more.
I do not think he will take the bodies with him.
Then why didn't he leave them?
You're
He could-
asking me to know the mind of a madman.
I mean, you were his friend.
All right, we don't need to go there.
Wow, Joe. Throw me under the bus.
Look,
All we're saying is you have a type.
Like, how many levels would he need?
I don't think he has that many levels to give, but
all
I
I'm
think
saying,
that's what,
Union,
level 4?
5.
5? Okay.
Take it to the
is
council, boys.
well, I 100% understand where you're going. We can't get to him. And I am almost 100% sure and willing to bet that he has the bodies with him.
I don't. Retrieving the bodies at this point isn't going to help anything. I mean,
It's
I'm
gonna-
all for getting, revenge, but that's.
It's going to lead us to
Indra
die.
has said
I don't
we
think
cannot
now's the
fight
time.
him. But what we can do is give our friends a proper send-off.
We will die. He's killed both of them. Do you see how her head? It was chopped off with a blunt object.
I reject your
I mean-
premise that he has the bodies.
Then we're going to be searching forever.
Do you really think that they would want just their heads buried?
I will note, Ridra, you followed drag marks.
Yeah,
Drag marks.
even better. Yeah, drag marks. So he at least took ideal.
She has a bear.
And what's that gonna do?
They have good noses.
Oh my god.
I don't think they're known for tracking bodies.
You
If
can
you
teach him.
want,
And I mean, he's very well trained. But I don't
Wait, I have
think I could
magic.
have him sniff
Wait, I have
sniff out
magic.
a body.
if you want to hunt for their bodies somewhere in a forest, probably you're gonna be doing it without me. I'm not willing to go that far.
It was open terrain, just hilly.
That doesn't change the fact.
By the way, the clerics will return with medical balms for Union, trying the best to try and heal up his heart, as well as
How long
breakfast.
will I be indisposed?
I'm sorry to tell you, but we're starting to think that in there, your ticker, that might be permanent.
What?
Oh,
I will.
sorry.
Magic's magic, my good sir, and Lathander, bless you, but your heart was run through with a metal object that was then twisted. Had we known that in advance, he says, apparently scolding the bag with Ideal's head in it, we would have tried to mend that first, but unfortunately, the resurrection happened. And then the healing. You're not even supposed to be alive.
So this weakness, I will never recover.
The actual, if you're talking mechanical, you've been, every long rest, you get one knocked off. But, as I've been noting, physical exertion seems to be quite the pain for you.
Okay, good to know. All right.
Death sucks. Avoid it. Getting stabbed in the heart sucks.
It is known for its long-term effects.
Yeah. But
All right.
yeah, eat your fucking breakfast and take your medicine.
Did they bring me some?
You weren't in the tent when we left. I'm sorry. There's a food tent just right over there.
Union will tear
divvy
off a
some
chunk
up.
of bread.
Okay, thank you. And I'll be very polite as I go to get some.
Union is just holding out like a chunk of bread for Ridra as she walks away and out the tent, and his face just drops a little bit.
All the betrayal.
Come back eventually with some bread.
Just bread.
This is not
Union is-
Valhalla. You were offered eggs, bacon, the proper breakfast.
You find Union swearing an oath of vengeance against her for mistreating his breakfast.
I will actually get a full breakfast. That sounds really nice.
I do not know what we do now, which is clear. And I assume Joe is staying like in the tent with us.
Oh yeah, he's
Alright.
here.
I don't
Drinking his
know.
breakfast.
I don't know what to do. We can return to Innslan, or we need to bury them, and I would like the bodies to do that. But it is clear we cannot strike at Orson, not with any hope of surviving the encounter.
And like I said, I'm willing to bet you that he has at least Ideal's body. And Reese is probably not in a condition to even get.
You sound like you know a lot about these bodies.
I point to Ree's head that was decapitated with a blunt object.
I mean, you seem very sure that we're not going to find these bodies, and that
Like I
we
said,
shouldn't even try.
we can look. You can look. I won't be going.
Just gonna flag some more emotional impact here real quick.
Flag some more emotion.
Ah,
Oh,
why? Oh, Enigma.
Just want to point out, start of the night, you were trying to figure out how to res Enigma.
Yeah, well, it got distracted by, like, Ridra showing up with a parade of heads. Crimes for which she has not been acquitted.
I'm
Now
not
he's
sure why I'm being accused. I'm innocent.
Ideal, you're
I'm dead.
not
I'm
ideal. Union.
Union, he says deadpan.
Don't be reading PMs at the same time you're trying to talk to somebody.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ah, never do that.
No, none of us would.
Yeah. You're. Do you have any way of speaking with the dead?
The cleric's wave.
I
I mean,
uh,
you're our like holy guy.
This is a service we provide for the low cost of 50 gold.
That's pretty cheap.
I know you have enough for that, Joe.
Hold on.
Because you have all my gold.
But I don't know how much that was yet.
I'm working. It's more than enough.
Not
That
that
should
I
tell you
need
how much we have,
gold.
Joe.
Yeah.
It just is. I think that was all I gave you.
let's see. Um,
Is
I
that
don't.
minus the resurrections?
That's off after resurrection.
Okay. I'll
I
I'll
do
total
not
that up
believe
later.
I can. I don't think talking to the dead is in my wheelhouse.
Okay. You say 50 gold. I'm talking to the little guys now.
Per casting.
Yeah, but I only need to talk to one. I think talking to one will probably.
I'm just making it clear, but yes, per casting. 50 gold.
Right.
Bills to pay and all that.
Right.
Consider it
I'd
a
like to.
donation to the temples of Lathenda.
Right. Now, I'm not real familiar with how this works. Are there any rules or something I need to be concerned about?
First off, main thing is be certain that you can speak a language that the creature was able to speak. I'm going to go ahead and assume that you're about to talk to a humanoid of at least moderate intelligence, so comments should be fairly safe. Do know that anything that happened after the deceased became, well, deceased, not going to be able to tell you anything about that, so don't try and find, hey, which way did your body go? Not going to really work out for you.
Okay.
But other than that, it's a matter of how intact the soul is, and I mean, how much they liked you.
Okay.
Who do you think we should speak with?
I think we should speak with Ideal.
I would add just that the contract we signed concerned our souls.
True.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Or do.
Your medical professionals are now just staring daggers into Union.
Look, I don't need to be judged right now, all right?
I mean, they brought you back. I'm sure they can just pull him back for a few moments to ask a few questions.
No promises, obviously. If the soul is otherwise occupied. But should that happen, we'll give you we'll say 40 back.
All right, let's
Right.
try ideal, and if it doesn't work, we can talk to Ree.
As I realize I closed the game. I'll be right back.
I'll be right back.
I closed the wrong browser window. I have like 7 open right now.
All right.
Sorry.
Well,
Not your
I guess
fault.
let's make this nice and presentable, I guess. And they put a band-aid across Shaitan just to hide that from them.
This tongue is, by the way, sticking straight
Still
out.
sticking out.
Yeah.
All right. So now we will cast it, but who are we casting on the behalf of? I.e., who is asking the questions?
I would like to ask the questions.
Okay.
But will everyone be able to hear the answers?
Yes.
Okay.
And keep in mind, you get up to 5 questions. And be very careful if you ask, how are you doing? It counts. We get that a lot with families. They try to be real chummy at the start, and it goes by real quick. Just putting that out there.
Yeah.
All right. They proceed to play rock paper scissors to see who is going to burn their spell slot.
Oh yeah, that's his third.
It is once again the younger gnome that fails to win.
Just a question. You say I can ask five questions. Is there a time limit on the number? Or how quickly I need to?
Uh, about a sixth of an hour or so. Haven't really timed it myself.
A sixth of an hour?
About 10 minutes or so.
Okay.
It will be nigh a fortnight before we can cast it on them again.
Okay.
On both or just the one?
I mean, whichever one we cast it on, got about a fortnight before you can cast it again. Just about, not a full fort.
Okay.
So, just gets it all set up and nice and clean as it can be for a dead head. Visla Thanta, I ask you, Ideal was never given your last name. Please come before us and answer your comrade. What's your name? Probably should have asked that before I started the incantation.
Joe.
Joe, his questions. They're adventurers, Ideal. They're pretty forgiving.
Yeah, but son of a devil's
until they
woman.
heard about you sold your soul.
Yeah.
But sure enough, fortunately, Ideal, the way souls tend to work, you got about 10 days before someone can claim you.
Yay! Thank you, line at Raven Queen.
Sitting there in the queue and just get yoink! Incoming call! Incoming call!
Oh, god damn it.
Now remember, you can only answer short and sweet, as cryptic as you like, his questions. 5 of which you will have.
Yes.
But there's that breath without lungs. The eyes roll over, and only one seems to move. The other appears to have been damaged in the fight.
You better hope the memory part of his brain wasn't stabbed through.
It was the soul. It's fine.
Yeah, fortunately, it doesn't matter what the body knows.
It's
Oh,
just
good.
the head needs to be there. That's what's important for this. The mouth needs to be there.
Mouth must be present.
That's it.
timer started. He turns the little dial over and
Okay.
goes sit in the corner.
Okay. Ideal, this is Joe. I need to know what happened when you died.
Is that a question?
Yes.
It was in a statement form. The cleric will chime in. Yeah, you gotta actually ask. I'm afraid. Yeah, the dead are very, very annoyingly particular.
Uh,
Yeah, sorry. Novice mistake. I forgot to mention that part.
yeah. Ideal, how did you die?
Son.
I love you for that, Ideal. Just so you know, I
Right.
love you so much for that.
For I put my hand over his eyes as if that would make some difference, and looked to the the guy who brought him. Was like, God, now I forgot what I was gonna say.
Just want to put you on.
Never mind. I completely forgot what I was gonna ask the other guy.
You just like randomly covering up Ideal's eyes.
Was Ridra involved in any way
Oh my
with you
god.
dying?
No.
What kind of question is that?
She's right there.
Why would I be involved in
I
his
only
death?
answer from Joe, right?
You only answer from Joe.
Okay, because I was willing to go there.
A stupid one.
I know, a fair one.
Out of character, I almost said, "Are you sure?" But does anybody else have any other questions? There's two that you guys could use that are voice for you.
No.
um,
I found his head. I don't have any questions.
I would like to ask how he would like his body to be laid to rest.
We don't have his body.
It's a metaphysical thing, Ridra. I'm referring to his whole person, even if we just have the head.
Ideal. How would you like for us to bury your body?
You wouldn't think I would have had an answer to that. Give the player a second.
I will note in the middle of this. God, what the fuck was her name? Alana?
Oh right. Oh yeah.
Is it
Alana.
Alana?
I think it
Alana
is.
will enter the tent.
Oh no.
Oh,
Ideal's girlfriend?
yeah.
Sword teacher.
Teacher.
We were
Girlfriend.
both
Girlfriend.
bards. That's how we interact.
And just
Hi, ma'am. Do I know you?
she's just staring at the animated head of Ideal.
Nope, I will not go there. I will not. I could have been a huge dick, but I will not.
Do it.
Burn. Spread ash. Ocean.
Oh, that's convenient.
Not really.
Well, we have another person who wants their ashes spread over the ocean.
We are many miles from the sea, but
Wait. Aw. Sorry.
Yes.
Aw. I forgot about our bubble talk.
aw,
Who did this?
Orson. He led the.
She leaves the tent.
Oh no.
Oh, we got
no.
another death.
Well,
There's a
she can
fat
probably
zombie.
hold herself off a little bit better than level
Not
7
the cliff!
squishies.
Damn it!
Not the cliff. Yeah.
This is the most laughter we've had in a session where there have been multiple deaths.
Oh,
We need it. We really need
We
it.
we've needed this.
Step away from the hole.
Rude. Okay, Joe. I see your point.
We have 2 more questions.
One more. 2 more?
2 more.
2 more.
Ask him who his father was.
That's not that important.
What you're asking for input.
Fuck you, Union.
Union, that's not gonna help us in a way.
What Joseph, where are we supposed to go from there? He's been giving us our friends' heads and using our kobold as a courier.
She is really good at running.
But I mean, how is his father has nothing to do with this?
Do we know that?
It's a wasted question.
But he only listens to you, so we haven't asked the question.
I know, but I don't think that's a good question.
Just so you know, timer's still slipping away.
Right, I know. Ideal, is there anything important you'd like to tell us?
Like who your father is.
I feel like I've told you this before. I do not need more judgment when I'm dead.
You told Nami.
I'm sorry for failing.
That was the important.
Wow!
I got nothing. I died very quickly. I got
I
nothing.
mean, there's.
You know Orson lives.
I mean,
That's the
there's
big one.
there's nothing that you feel
Just a
you wanted to say when you were alive
decapitated head.
that you
The man's
maybe there
been
was something that you wanted to say but never were able to tell us.
No, not really. At least nothing that I'm gonna say.
You're dead. When are you gonna have another opportunity?
Yeah,
He'll visit
that
in hell eventually.
yeah. That's going with me to the grave and beyond.
I'm gonna say out of character, you're gonna regret this later, Jara.
I know I will. Oh wait. Use the party fund well.
last thing he could possibly say to us.
I couldn't make out that last part.
What, did the party fund just become the Joe fund?
I mean, Union doesn't really know that it exists.
I'm pretty sure
everyone's
Orson
just,
took it with the weapons.
There's a party fund?
It's for a party later.
Hmm.
I mean, I already got my fuck you union out, so
I think that was our last question.
I think there's one more.
Okay.
Ask him who his father is.
No, that was the last one because he really did pull the "Are you sure?"
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
Which trick
Because
question.
there was something that he told me out of character
Was
last
there?
session, but he's never said in character to me when he gave me this stuff. But it's too late now.
Nami's
Jared, is that
burial choices.
Snip.
right?
I didn't want to say anything.
Well, hopefully he just combines the ashes.
Hopefully.
It would be very convenient.
I mean,
You know
I
what?
don't even know these are her ashes.
Yes, you do know that.
Yeah. You were there when we burned the body.
No, he wasn't. Because I took
No.
over burning
No,
control.
but before they went on their mission, at the very last part of the ritual, he said, "These are Nami's ashes. If I don't make it out," he said, "Do X, Y, Z, please." That was in
Yes.
character.
Yeah.
That was
That
in
was
character.
in character.
That was in
Yes.
character.
Okay. All right.
Forgot about Who cares?
Okay.
But with that, the breath of the dead leaves him, the eyes slump closed, and he bites his tongue.
Off?
Jerk.
No, just bites it. He's the one who said it, he had it sticking out the whole time.
Yeah. It mainly came out when I was given crap when I was already dead.
Sold your soul, sir.
No, that was for the
That third level of forgiveness is well down.
No, he stuck
I
his
know.
tongue out for something. I don't remember what.
Them scolding you for
The
not
heart
mentioning
thing.
that, hey, by the way, he got stabbed through the heart.
I had 9 HP.
He had 0.
Fair.
But you don't feel the need to talk to the other one. If not, there's a few things we need to do around the camp.
I.
I don't know. Do you want to ask her if I killed her too?
Richard's just like glaring at Joe.
I don't blame you for not trusting me. But
Have
I
you given me
can't
a reason to?
I can't decapitate a head. I pull
Don't
out my
sell
dagger.
yourself short.
See this dagger? Does this dagger look like it cut off a head?
Looks like a
You
butter
know, we
knife.
both nod. Like, I mean, I could do some pretty good work with that. It's pretty sharp.
Stop. You're
I
not.
mean,
I need new daggers.
Now, by the way, the camp, we're heading back to Ensland, probably starting nightfall.
Insulin's nice.
Just fair heads up.
I like
Will
insulin.
I be well enough to travel?
You ain't gonna be walking.
I say we go back to Insulin. I have friends in Insulin.
All your friends are going to be dead.
Shut up. You're dead.
Exactly, which makes me allowed to make those comments.
what are you gonna do? Kill him?
Yeah, bring it, bring it.
It's fine. We're
The
getting
confidence
blamed
of a
for
dead
it.
man.
I'm gonna put your head on a pole.
Can't believe he stole my sword.
I mean,
Actually,
I
I
can deal
can.
with it.
Brand new sword.
Yeah.
So,
No, I do not want to fight Zealous. That's still off the table.
Joe wants to fight now. All right.
They're just having like a forced ghost punch off.
I don't think we go after him, just the two of us. I think we should go back and try to get some help. And
I
Innsland
agree.
seems like a good place to start.
It's like half the party is gone. Please recruit.
You can pay a good signing bonus, Joe.
You know how much coffee that buys?
I mean,
I
I know I've
know.
got like Morgan Thorg to tag along, but
They're just crossing their arms.
yeah.
Joseph, why do you have? I mean, it's a pleasure to meet you, both of you. Union's just very confused. The last time I checked, you were not an orc.
Here's what I think happened. You remember when you were supposed to fight that duel, and I had to
Yes.
kill him?
Uh,
I
not
think
quite
that.
how I remember it, but yes.
Well, I'm pretty sure he wanted to fight you, but you were kind of beat up from.
Yes.
So I handled it.
I mean, I could have handled it, but go ahead.
Yeah. Anyway, I think I'm their chief now. You know, trial by combat, he who wins leads type of a thing.
For
They
So,
don't
Union,
speak common, so
these two are the two that you saw behind the spellcaster. They are familiar to you, so they witnessed the fight.
do the others follow you? Do we have an army of orcs we can hunt Orson with?
who's this we?
The party?
I'm pretty sure they only follow me.
There are no others.
I'm going to ask Morg if as chief, if there's anything that I'm required to do as their chief.
Thorg is the one that answers.
Okay, Thor's the one that talks.
That
Gotcha.
talks. He seems to be the shamanic of the two, and informs you that you are chief to Morg and Thorg. These two chose you after witnessing your fight.
Okay.
To lead us to good battle is all we ask.
Right. Yeah, Union. It's just them.
Well, it's better than nothing, I suppose.
We'll come to find that out. I think we really should head back to the other camp as well. Get what's left of our stuff and head into Innsland. Ridra,
Yes.
are you planning on tagging along with us?
I'm mostly planning on tagging along with him, and I'm pointing to
Pointing to who?
Union.
Union. Any reason why just him?
Yeah.
Is he like easier target or something?
No.
Just like him.
There's a reason for him.
Uh, Joseph, I wonder. We have access to powerful magics, as the little ones were explaining to me, that although they cannot work their powers on real or ideal in such a state,
Mm-hmm.
I believe Raleigh did uh, bless Zealous before we left after he fell.
Who's Zealous?
You'd like Zealous.
Yeah, you would like Zealous.
I'll take your word for it.
Um, I mean, it would be helpful to have a big protector again.
Link's
Um,
6.5 foot tall.
but I
Paladin.
see, I'm not real familiar with how they work. Do we need? Do they have souls? I mean, do we need a mechanic?
The clerics are still there and just looking at you like, what?
Yeah.
Uh,
See where's where's Celis's body at? Back at the other camp?
By Groffen.
Back by Groffen.
where's So are we where the bread logo is above Enigma?
Correct.
Okay. Excuse me, clerics.
Onsworth. And
Gee,
Odsworth.
Onsworth.
Yes.
How can we help
Uh,
you?
how much would it cost if we wanted to employ our services over by Grafen?
I mean, we might just be able to find somebody over there for.
We burned Grafen to the ground.
Wait, what?
What?
Didn't we do like a lot of
No!
damage?
You burnt down a shack!
We did
The
minor
clerics are looking
property damage.
horrified.
Oh my god! Yeah,
Sorry,
you're
that
trying
was
to hire these guys to go there, and you're talking about burning down towns.
What did you guys do?
I had a dream. We did minor property damage in Grafen, nothing else. Grafen is fine. Minor property damage. But we have a friend.
Average healing is 300 gold to
No,
get
I
him up and
mean,
running.
I mean,
1,200
I
gold
mean,
for a
from the
resurrection.
ground. Yes, one of those.
1,200.
That's including materials, mind you.
And
The rest
there
goes to
isn't,
the Temple of Lathandar as well as our personal expenditures.
like a travel fee or something like that.
Shout to each other. Groffin, you say? Well, 2.5 day trip, 15 gold.
That's fine.
So maybe we skip Insulin, go straight there.
I think we could travel to Grafen, then follow the road down back to Innsland and regroup there.
Do we know where Zealous was from?
Across the sea?
I don't think he talked to us much. That's out of character.
I mean, do we know where things like Zealous come from?
You are welcome to roll a history check. Because you do most that you'd be working off of is he had some issues with a very specific individual back in Heim that wore that was union with a 7. And Joe with a 14.
Dead.
Yeah, I told Adele not to fix that.
dead Union.
Because I'm guessing Union doesn't know how.
I'm healed. I don't know why I'm still dead.
It's
I don't know why I'm still dead. um, you vaguely recall an individual from the west being a great bane to Zealous on an emotional level, and you vaguely recall reading about there was a war over that way that involved things that appear to be more machine than being, as you would understand them, which kind of aligns to what you know about Zealous.
okay.
Across the big old ocean, right across that maelstrom, by all means. Go get him. Go get his oil changed.
That does raise a question, Joseph. Clerics. Sorry, what was your name again?
Onsworth.
Antworth. Have you ever worked your magics on a man that appeared more metal than man?
Can't say I have. We work with folks walking around in armor all the time, though.
Not a person in armor. More like an armor made flesh.
A golem?
No,
You guys had a golem friend?
sort of. He was big as one.
Hey, look, truth be told, camp's breaking down tonight. You either hire us on, we go find out, figure out what the hell you're talking about. We ain't no, what's that word you use? Mechanic? But hey, it works, it works. If not, we refund you half.
Considering if we are going to be possibly tracking down Orson, I could use Zealous's fists in a fight.
You should be avoiding fights at all costs, Mr. Get Stabbed in the Heart.
I mean, I'll be perfectly honest with since nobody else is around for this except me and you, he was kind of my favorite anyway.
Union just sort of looks down at himself and then glances at the heads of the party that are still in bags next to them.
I mean, to be fair, a lot of these people I've only known like a day or two, but me and him were very close.
Well,
This is news to me.
This is news to me.
well, okay, Joseph.
Yeah, I mean, but very very early when we met, we kind of bonded over being coated in blood. Not me, just something he liked. And yeah, I think we should go try and get him back.
Very
Like you
well.
said, you know, his fist would be helpful.
I agree. Now as for the fee,
We do accept payment up front, so it can be shipped off to the temple.
Well, if you ship it off and then need to refund us, that might be a problem.
Oh, we go back to Ensla and pull it out of the accounts.
But I will pay you your travel fee up front.
All right. I guess we'll be leaving with the camp then.
yes.
No, you wanted them to go with you, didn't you?
Union's had a hard day.
Union's that,
Wait,
yes.
I'm confused.
They said they
Dude,
want them let me down or they're not going.
Is that
That's
what they're
not what they
saying?
said. They said they
Adolf,
would
what
accept
were
it
you
up
saying?
front. They didn't say they wouldn't go if we didn't pay them up front.
This is a business for us. I'm sure you understand. I mean, look, all condolences aside for the fallen, we're adventurers, just like the rest of you. If we don't keep our temple up, we can't perform these miracles. you see where we're going here. If you want to pay the half to ship to the temple and keep the potential refund on hand, that is possible, but payment will be handled up front upon hiring.
I can throw in 300 now, and then 300 if Zealous is returned.
Well, see, I know as an adventurer, a lot of things can happen between here and there. I know it's only less than 3 days, but I mean, look what happened overnight here.
Joe, we have to do this if we want to get Zealous back.
I mean, just showing us that you have the money in good faith, and again,
Ah,
sending the half back to the temple, kind of about all we're asking for here.
And I mean, that's a lot of gold for the
Union
potential
rolls
of
his
them not
eyes.
even
Oh,
being
by
able.
the
They don't even know
standards,
for sure if they can res him.
you are too materialistic, Joseph.
I'm not. I mean,
The Union will show the gold that he has, which is more than enough.
well,
Says
I've
the
got
one who
plenty
wanted
of
to
gold.
resurrect a displacer beast.
I will note that is not more than enough. The total cost
What?
is 1,215 gold.
I have.
You said you had 300 for upfront.
No. I have more than.
Oh,
I have enough. I was just trying to not
trying to
spend all my
lie.
money. No, I was offering to go halvesies.
Halvesies on the on getting Zealous back. Okay.
Well, why should
Okay.
Union pay for all of it?
It was Union's fault.
Well, if they will accept the 600 up front, which they then step outside and hand off to a courier. That is also
Union
wearing
look
the
is very confused as that he just thought he just needed to show the gold, not that they were gonna like rip
No,
it out of
that's
his hands.
half of it goes to the temple. The half is either kept in your pockets or paid to us when we finish this ritual. We see that you have it, as long as you somehow don't manage to spend this 600 gold. But between here and there, plus the 15 for travel expenses.
I
Why is this so difficult?
Because they're also adventurers and
yeah, because I know what can happen in the next 3 days, and no matter what, we're out this right now. And we could get there, and he's like, "Oh, I can't work on something like this," and we're just out this.
Joseph, have a
It's a
little
lot of
faith.
gold. I mean, I know families that could live on this. Not a family, families could live on this.
I grew up on this.
That's not saying a whole lot.
Oh, if you know, my grandfather was very rich.
Your grandfather?
Yeah,
Union opens his mouth to ask what would he realizes would be a very insensitive question and decides against it.
Wow.
Anyhow, the day is ticking away.
Yeah, let's go.
So are we going with
Go
y'all?
back to camp, get our stuff. Let's do it.
So
What do you have in that camp?
a bear?
A bear?
Ah, I
And
thought you had.
apparently a mule?
No. You don't have a
And,
mule bear.
I
and the
was told
rest of the
I was
mounts.
told that we were supposed to pick up a bear and a mule. So I'm assuming somebody had a mule there that probably should not be just left behind.
But Zealous's mount, a bear,
I want the horse.
Deal's
You took
horse?
you
And
Yes.
Bella's horse.
Speaking of that, baby
All the money.
Bella.
For
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
Like, someone is going to take this, right?
Congratulations on the joys of fatherhood.
Because if I go back to
Somebody's
Disney
going
with
to
this,
take
it's
this.
going to the orphanage.
I do
Just
not think that would end
Really
well.
should find something to do with this baby. As
he hands you the baby.
Union will take the baby.
Here's a bottle. To feed her. Uh,
How much?
and out of habit, he tells you how to properly sit on the baby because it's been repeated to him so much.
I have to sit on it?
no,
No.
you do not need to sit on it.
Yes.
How?
Yes, you do.
How much does it eat?
She?
She? How much does she eat?
We can refer to it as it.
Wah.
As much as you'll feed her. And he leaves. I am
Uh,
done. I am out. I did my duty. These guys are fucking
uh,
crazy. I lost my entire adventuring party. And they're over here. I don't know. That's a lot of money. I don't even have bodies to resurrect, you asshole! As he walks off.
You're going to disturb the baby, Union says as he bounces baby Bella in his arms.
God, shaken baby syndrome.
Not shaking, just bouncing.
That's how you get it.
Still.
The baby shrinks.
That's how that works. Yes.
Baby, what?
No. No, I know the baby. The baby doesn't shake. The baby fireballs.
Sad rally noises for Alfred. It's like, I'm out. I'm done. I don't even have Brand anymore.
Oh, oh no, I forgot about him.
But you find yourselves back at your previous encampment. They're oddly going the same way Alfred was because he has to also go pick up his mount.
So a really, really awkward.
Like he
The-
never,
the
like
awkward.
you're behind him by a pace unless you intentionally
Do
catch
I
up
have
to him.
like a cane or something? I mean, could I make it to the camp?
They give you a crutch.
Okay. And baby Bella is in my backpack. With the flap open, so her head's just sticking out like a puppy.
Just staring daggers at the world.
Yes.
And like the whole time he's ahead of you, just cussing you all out. Like apparently he finally hit his tipping point. But when you arrive, there are a handful of adventurers that appear to have been set up on guard for the mounts. There is no mule.
I would like to attempt to cast Find Seed.
Religion check,
Oh.
please. The spell fails.
Ah.
And the clerics look at you nervous.
You really should talk to somebody about that.
If only there were a couple of clerks of Lathander.
The clerics are right there, like, because he has to clutch his holy symbol, pray out the spell. The temple is always open.
I will indulge, I believe.
Ouch.
The smallest available mount is Bella's horse.
Oh, I was
That's
going for
weird.
Bella's horse.
Too bad.
There's a war horse.
Well, look, Mr. Like using a walker with a baby in a backpack, heart attack victim, probably shouldn't be like riding the walking death machine.
That sounds like a
He was
personal
very
problem.
good to me. Thank you very much.
And if I remember, Bella's horse was very gentle and old.
Yeah, which is like why is Ridra get it then?
Because Redra is
I'm-
very small.
I'm 2 foot tall.
Ridgeride still needs an animal handling check from you.
Wait, Ideal has a horse. I bought that horse. It's my horse.
Wasn't
Wow,
there a
rude.
mule?
There was When you arrive and if you bring up the mule, it is informed upon you that Mr. Riley came and procured Jeremiah, the mule.
Okay, so
I
no
thought it was
mule.
Jonathan.
Oh, we never
Oh,
asked
who's
Ree.
Jeremiah? Jeremiah was yours.
I didn't name him.
Not you. I'm looking at I'm metaphysically looking at Scorgan.
No, his was
Wait, what?
Bibsy.
Why the fuck is the
Bigsby.
name Jeremiah in my head?
I don't know.
Yeah, my mule was Bigsby.
All right, guys. Jeremiah's dead. Problem solved.
No.
Problem solved.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, we did kind of release a death wish.
Sorry, Jeremiah.
Hey, so instead of the horse, I just want to climb on Union's back.
The baby is there.
I know.
The baby actually smacks you. Riley, if you'd be so kind to roll a d20 minus 4 for me.
20 minus 4.
Please crit this. Okay.
Oh.
Fortunately, 10 does not beat your AC.
Yay.
Union and Baby Bell would climb onto Ideal's horse.
I mean, I think that should have been an advantage. I don't think she saw it coming.
Surprise round.
Okay, Joe. Roll me a d2. On a green, it's at advantage.
Okay.
Why?
I'm willing to.
Because it would be
One,
hilarious
two,
for your
two.
old character to slap your new character.
It's not even my old character.
Okay.
Oh.
It's not an advantage.
Okay.
It's
not an
the
advantage.
cranky old lady in your old character.
This time.
This time.
All right.
If only someone could detect her thoughts right now.
I know. Hold on. Can I learn that with my new character?
Okay. So we have the warhorse. We have
Your
the
bears.
bear. We have
2 horses.
2 other horses.
One of which has been mounted by the trio of Baby Bella, Ridra, and Union.
Right.
And Bella's cantankerously polite little horse over there.
It hated me, okay? It's not my fault.
Have we taken care of Ree and Ideal's remains?
I mean, I think we still have the heads. That's going to require a pretty.
I mean,
hot
are we just gonna carry them around in bags for a while?
I mean, for now, they said they wanted to be, or he said he wanted to be buried at sea, and we're not exactly headed towards the sea.
Yeah, but ashes are easier to carry around than literal heads.
Yeah, but I mean, do you want to? I thought we were like on a time crunch here
Okay,
to get.
that is true. That is true. Okay, fair enough.
So what I hear basically is that we have enough mounts for Morgan Thorg as well.
You only have the one spare. Oh no, you have the war. That's right. You have the warhorse as well. So yes.
Yeah.
Which one would you like to try and ride the warhorse? Morg, the militaristic-looking one, or Thorg, the shamanic-looking one?
Well, you would think so, but shaman in the are of a higher status, and I think he's more deserving of it. Plus, he's the one that can understand me. So I will leave it up to them, but I'm gonna offer it to Thor if he thinks he can handle such a mighty steed.
Right. Thorg steps forward. There's a brief chatter in Orcish, and the warhorse actually bows its head, allowing him to mount.
Huh.
A
See,
natural
told you.
20 on his animal handling.
Oh,
Plus
see, I was thinking, see, shamans.
plus his high ability to.
Yeah, it's almost like shamans are good at this sort of nature thing.
Yeah, that's what I was
Oddly
thinking.
enough, Morg is having a horrible time trying to get onto the very gentle riding horse.
That horse is Satan.
It eventually just bows because he just brute forces and eventually just breaks it, as one does a unruly horse. And just gives
Yes.
you like this big old like triumphant smile, like I got on.
Okay. How long has it been since Zealous died?
Since Zealous died, or how long do you have on gentle repose?
Cat, how long do we have?
Yeah. How long do we have, basically?
It has been 8 days, going on 9,
Okay.
and -3 from gentle repose, so 5, going on
So we have
6.
5 days.
No, we have more than 5 days.
Oh, I know. I'm just till
Yeah.
gentle repose is basically. Because I mean, I'd like a fresh.
Just to get. Well, if
Yeah.
the raise 10 doesn't work, you could always read gentle repose.
With who?
The clerics are sitting there on
The
their
clerics are
little
literally
ponies.
right
Oh,
there.
right. Fair
Like,
enough. I forgot about them.
they're right fucking here. The Thandar bless you, child. The
'Cause
Thandar
you
bless
gonna
your
need
mangled
it.
heart. And that is where we will fade to black.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yay.